All right, so we have new patch notes out today. I know I'm late. I have a job. I'm sorry. Anyways, we have a new hell, and I think that's really funny because I literally just watched Beats' video yesterday while I was at work, and he was like, "Oh, it could be a new commandment. It could be really cool, a new Derriere or Monspeed or something," because they were like releasing teaser trailers and stuff like that. And unfortunately, although I would really like a new commandment, I kind of figured we were overdue for an OC character. So instead, we have a new Hell, which I'll be honest, I really like Hell. I think she's really cool, and I like the design on this one and everything. She's a brand new Hell, new name and everything. So she has a different ultimate, all that stuff. So she's brand new, new outfits. She's an SSR character, and she has a... Hey, no, don't do that on the desk. She has a Unity as well, which is kind of big, but because she's a brand new character and everything, like obviously, there's a lot more investment that goes into it and stuff. We don't have a Holy Relic for this one. I was kind of hoping for a brand new character if they were going to do something like this. Sabnak has the sisters or whatever. I'm not entirely sure what their names are at this point, to be honest with you, but they haven't done a 7 Catastrophe story or anything lately. So I was kind of hoping for that, but this update actually is pretty big in of itself, so that's kind of nice. We're just going to look at the character really quickly first, and then we'll go over the patch notes, of course. So we do have a brand new green SSR Hell, and she's really focused on AoEs, so it increases allies' basic stats by 6% for each one participating in battle, which is Unknown Race and Ragnarok. When applicable, allies use 2 all-target skills, including ultimates, during an allied turn. 2 debuffs are removed from an ally or an applicable ally. The hero gains retrogression effect at the start of the battle for 2 turns, which is attack-related stats are plus 20%, HP can't fall below 1, increases attack-related stats by 30% for 2 turns when removed. So that's pretty interesting. She basically has like a can't die mechanic, which the other Hell did as well, but that's going to be really helpful because the Goddess team is running over everything at the moment. And then also, when an applicable ally dies, they are granted retrogression for 2 turns. So your allies also get saved instead of dying, limit of once, which is pretty interesting. Whenever retrogression is applied to an applicable ally, all stats of the hero, so Hell, increase by 15%, and applicable allies' damage dealt increases by 40%, limit of 2 times. So that's going to be a pretty big hit. So I would imagine, depending on the CC and everything, Angels are probably still going to get to go first, depending on the setup that they're using. And then they're going to do a bunch of AoEs like they typically do at turn 1. You're probably going to have to use an AoE skill to get through the shield that Melee Liz has, unfortunately. But after that, you should be able to retaliate with some decent damage, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. Her Unity is... or is it... Why does it say Grace? It's a Unity. Increases crit resistance of allies with a Unity effect by 40%. So that's pretty interesting. So that means that Sabnak and Tyr, I guess you can throw Tyr onto the third character, so that way everybody has a Unity. That would be pretty interesting. And then she has a Soul AoE, which is ×2 crit chance increase, 3 times pierce rate increase, and then if you have a retrogression effect, or if an ally has one, you do 120% extra damage dealt, which is pretty big. Obviously that means this is probably going to be the card you're going to save and retaliate with after you've taken some damage. Scolding Chop is a Cleave AoE, which is pretty cool. We haven't gotten a Cleave card in a while. I do like Cleave. I don't know. It can be kind of cool. I don't really have too much to say about that. And then the ultimate is applies retrogression on all allies for 1 turn, then inflicts soul damage equal to 450% of attack on all enemies. So nothing super crazy there. The only big thing for the scaling of the ultimate is that you kind of want to have her at least 2/6 because it'll apply retrogression to her only at 1/6 and then all allies at 2/6 and above. So that's basically the big one. Obviously the Unity scales as well. It was 40% crit resistance of allies, and it goes all the way down to 20% at 1/6. So still should be pretty good, but obviously every little bit helps. The banner itself is kind of good. We have Nasian's Gelda, a couple of other spring characters. Well, I mean, I don't know. The rest of them are honestly not too great, let's be honest. But the big thing with this banner is once you do 1 rotation, every even rotation is, I think, how they word it. I think it says it somewhere around here. Yeah. Even after the loyalty rewards reset, if you reach the next even numbered round, the 600 loyalty reward will be replaced with an additional reward. So every 2 rotations, the 600 reward will let you basically choose one of these 9 characters, and they have a couple of UR Festival characters in here, which is actually really nice. So you can get Sabnak, Thor, or the new LR Merlin, Nasian's Gelda, Spring Liz, Spring Elaine, and Green Ludociel, as well as Hel. So could be a decent chance to grab any of these UR characters if you need them. I think I need one more copy of Hel to max her out. I technically still need a copy of Merlin. I don't think I'm going to go out of my way for that, just because if I pull extra like regular festival coins in the future, I can just trade them there. But could be a decent opportunity to either get Hel copies, Sabnak, Thors, maybe Nasians or Gelda if you need them. So I think that that's kind of cool. I'm not really a big fan that it's every 2 rotations, because that's 1,200 gems that you're spending, but you know, what do you expect? But let's go quickly over the patch notes, because I don't want this to be super long. I do actually like her design. It's pretty cool. There's a little gif of what she looks like. I'm really glad to get more little fella, the little Soul Reaper guy that she always has with her. I think he's really cool. He's probably one of my favorite little parts of a Hel unit. Here, I'm going to put you down on the floor. But she does come with all new costumes, so she has like a dark, sort of sinister one, an Egyptian one, which I'm always a big fan of, and then like a pop star one. We are getting floor 4 of Ichthyrnir, which is pretty big, so we're going to be able to get 2 relic upgrades on them now, which is, obviously, that's a lot of grinding, and I'm sure some people are probably upset about this, but let's be honest, in-game content, pretty scarce sometimes, and they actually waited way longer to add floor 4 of this one than I thought they would. I thought we'd get floor 4 of Deer way before this. So the fact that they waited so long, if you're a late game player and you've been grinding it, you're probably done with them by now. I'm not done with all of mine, but all of the ones that I want are obviously upgraded. I think I have like a few more that I still need, of course, but I have all the good ones and all of the collab characters done, so that's really all I was too worried about. It's a decent little CC increase, and you get some GP from that, so looking forward to messing around with this one a little bit. Kind of weird, he's got like an iron mask on, which I think is kind of cool looking, but kind of weird looking at the same time. There's the new like materials that you use. The Jormungand units also get boosted a little bit more for Ichthyrnir now, so it increases the hero's basic stats by 10% and allies' basic stats by 10%. So obviously the green Jormungand is better for the Deer. The red one is a Ratatoskr unit. There is a new title, Ichthyrnir Destroyer, so that's fine. Obviously you can enhance your stuff. Instead of using the pizza slices this time, or the triangles, or whatever you call them, Doritos, you actually use the cubes on these upgrades, so that's kind of interesting. I'm kind of glad about that, because as much as I've farmed the bird, I have tons of cubes, so that'll go a long way, except for the gold cubes, which we should be getting from fighting Ichthyrnir, so that might level out for me, but we'll see. These are the required materials for certain characters, and it says here collab characters do not use the essence, so any of the cubes. So just like the old one. Transcendent Bond is getting a holy relic, which is actually pretty big. I'm pretty happy about that. Increases allies' basic stats by 3% for every debuff applied on enemies, limit of 4, so that's really easy to max out because of Bond's passive. When the hero uses a skill on a debuffed enemy, attack-related stats increase by 10%, so not a crazy increase, but should help a little. When the hero uses a skill on an enemy with the Mark of Concentration effect, it ignores 30% of the enemy's crit defense. So if you obviously have Mark of Concentration on somebody, you're guaranteed to crit, so the crits should hit harder. So interested to see how much this actually affects the character. I like this Bond. I think it's kind of cool that they made the relic look sort of like fairy forest-esque. I think that's kind of cool. So looking forward to messing with that. Obviously we have new bundles and stuff. We are getting some new events, of course, or well, I don't know about new events, but we're getting some returning events. This is the login reward that we're getting for the next month. We get 4 free multis. There's a new like school outfit for King. There's also one for Meliodas as well. They have Gother in some of the promotional art, but he's not actually getting a costume, unfortunately. I was looking for that one all over, but just a lot of holy relic materials and stuff, as well as some free multi-tickets and stuff. So looking forward to that stuff. The Meliodas costume is what you get from the special missions. Unfortunately, there's no free tickets here, but we're getting 4 free multis out of the login, so I think I'll give that a pass. There's some new like area that we can go to as well. Not really sure what the point of that is, but I mean, sure. It says, enter through the event banner on the top left of the main screen, Tavern World, Wild Blossoms Academy, or the hidden place on the right side of the Knighthood West District. So I don't exactly know what you can do here other than show off your character and stuff, which is fine, I guess. We are also getting another boost event, so you can buy boosts. We are getting Save the Spring. I think this is just like a spring storyline, which is fine. We get the old Galaxenia school outfit as well. Hawk's Picnic event is back, which I kind of like that one. It's a little too RNG for me sometimes, I'll be honest. But it's fine. We get Croc Shell coming back. I'm interested to see if anybody has come up with like new strats for this. I don't think there's been any new like crazy useful whatchamacallit, Ignite characters anymore. Like some of the new characters have like Ignite-esque effects, but they're not Ignite debuffs, so I don't think they're going to work for this. But you get the Galland one from this. They're bringing back Hero Draft for Season 2, so that should be kind of fun, I guess, if you like that. Let's see here. Card set is returning. This is not new. This is a returning one. Demonic Beast Battles getting a stamina reduction plus increase on drops and card set, or the cards, which is really nice. So if you don't have those, this would be a good time to farm it. Boosts for just like event stuff anyway. Hey, calm down. The King Exchange event or Percival Exchange event, whichever one you want to call it at this point. So that's nice. I like those. The school outfits are returning, the ones that you have to purchase. So the commandments have those, and then the goddesses also have theirs. There is a new Hawk Pass as well that comes with a new Mael costume, which is pretty interesting. I'll have to look at that one in game. No, stop yapping. But anyways, Knighthood competition. There are a bunch of new system updates as well, so there's more details on the rank matches. So I think this is the challenger stuff, which is kind of interesting. But the big thing here is that addition of new item in Visel Fight Festival Challenger Exchange Shop, which I've not even accessed because I don't play Challenger at all, but this is a pretty good incentive. One-Eyed Despo, however you want to pronounce that, Cardinal Helbram and Special Fight Festival Random Box will be added to the Fight Festival Challenger Exchange Shop. So you can buy 3 of the boxes per week, 1 of the Helbrams per week. So this is a top 100 exclusive character. These 3 characters are also top 100 exclusive characters, and now you'll have a chance to pull these out of the box, and you can just get Helbram from the exchange shop, which actually gives some decent incentive to play Challenger, so I might try to work on that. Obviously, because this is a brand new thing, I imagine a lot of people are going to be pushing Challenger now, so who knows. I think you have to be in the top 100 of Challenger to even get coins for this shop, so and I'm pretty sure the rates on the coins that you get are pretty low, so who knows how great that'll be. Hero Duo formation has changed. You can read over some of this stuff if you want to pause it or just go to the patch notes. I should have them in the description. Subscription bundle consecutive purchase feature. That could be kind of nice. I actually do consecutively purchase those. You can now auto battle the first 3 floors of the bird, which is kind of nice. 3 times speed is now available in reverse stage and Demon King battle, which is kind of cool. We need some more reverse stages. I was literally just thinking about that the other day. Addition of recommended team feature in certain PvE contents, so that's fine. Apparently there's new sheet music limits, so if you make sheet music in the game, if you're one of the 4 people using that feature. And then obviously some missed changes here. You can buy the Mael costume and everything. So decently big update. Surprisingly, for it just being like a random spring update or whatever. I'm actually pretty happy with all the stuff that they're adding. Looking forward to messing around with some of this stuff. And like I said, I like Hale, so looking forward to messing around with her. I think that the Unknown team it's pretty good right now with the new Merlin, but I think this could be the kicker that kind of makes them even with the Goddess team. We'll have to see, of course, but looking forward to messing around with this character a little bit. But either way, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow for some gameplay on Hell. I don't know if I'll do summons or not live, because I typically like to just summon in the bed, but either way, I'll see you guys later.